Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to share a profound truth. You are closer to your dreams than you realize. In fact, the very fabric of your life, as it is right now, is interwoven with the threads of your desires. Yet, so often you don't see it. Not because it's not there, but because your focus is elsewhere. We live in a world where what we see, touch, and hear often dictates what we believe. But the real power lies beyond the senses, in a realm where imagination and faith are the architects of reality. The invisible world within you shapes the visible world around you. Let us explore this truth and uncover the lessons that will empower you to see the nearness of your dreams and claim them as your reality. The invisible blueprint of our lives is one of the most profound yet overlooked truths about the nature of reality. It is the foundation upon which everything we experience is built, though it remains hidden from view. When we think of achieving our dreams, we often look outward, searching for signs, opportunities, or resources in the external world. Yet the real work begins within us, in the unseen realm of our imagination, beliefs, and emotions. The invisible blueprint is the design created by our inner world, and it dictates the structure of the life we live. Imagine a builder constructing a house. Before the first brick is laid, there exists a detailed architectural plan. Without that plan, the house would lack structure and purpose. Similarly, your life is a reflection of the plans you hold in your mind, whether you are aware of them or not. The images, thoughts, and emotions you consistently entertain form the blueprint of your reality. The challenge is that most people are unaware they are designing their lives every moment through the energy of their focus and imagination. Consider this: every great invention, every piece of art, and every monumental achievement started as an idea. The Wright brothers dreamed of flight long before an airplane existed. Thomas Edison envisioned a world illuminated by light bulbs before electricity became commonplace. These individuals were not merely dreamers, they were architects working from an invisible blueprint, molding their inner visions into tangible reality. Their success was not accidental. It was the result of persistent belief in the unseen and the courage to act on it. But how does this apply to your dreams? The truth is, whether your life feels fulfilling or lacking, whether your dreams seem close or distant, the blueprint is always active. Your current circumstances are a manifestation of the designs you have unconsciously created over time. This is not a judgment, but an invitation to awareness. If you can understand that your thoughts and feelings act as the architects of your experiences, you can begin to take conscious control of your blueprint. The key lies in imagination. Your imagination is more than a tool for daydreaming. It is the creative force that shapes reality. When you imagine yourself living your dreams with vividness and emotion, you send a powerful signal to the universe. You set into motion a series of events, opportunities, and alignments that bring that vision into form. It may not happen overnight, but the process begins the moment you accept that your inner world holds the key. There's a lesson here: do not underestimate the power of what you imagine. So often people limit their dreams because they look at their current circumstances and decide what is realistic, but reality is fluid, constantly shaped by your thoughts and emotions. When you imagine without limits, you expand the possibilities for your life. Doubt and fear shrink the blueprint, belief and faith expand it. One of the greatest obstacles is the tendency to focus on the lack of evidence. If you can't see immediate results, you might assume your efforts are futile. But remember, the blueprint is invisible. It exists in the realm of the unseen. Just as a seed germinates underground before breaking through the soil, your dreams are taking root in ways you may not perceive. Trust that the work you do within will manifest in time. Another important lesson is to guard your blueprint carefully. Be mindful of the thoughts and feelings you entertain. Negative self-talk, fear of failure, and dwelling on obstacles can distort the design of your dreams. Instead, choose thoughts that align with what you want to create. When doubt arises, remind yourself that the invisible blueprint is already in motion, shaping your future in alignment with your belief. Finally, understand that the blueprint is dynamic. It responds to your focus and intentions in real time. You are never stuck with one version of your life. If you don't like the results you see, you can revise the blueprint. Start imagining a new version of your life, one that excites and inspires you. The act of imagining, when done consistently and with feeling, reshapes the invisible foundation of your reality. The invisible blueprint holds a vital truth: you are not at the mercy of external circumstances. You are the creator of your experiences. When you learn to work with the unseen, trusting its power and aligning your thoughts with your desires, you step into your role as the architect of your life. The lesson is clear: dream boldly, imagine vividly, and trust that the invisible is always at work, crafting a reality that reflects your inner vision. Belief is the cornerstone of every reality we experience. It is the quiet yet powerful force shaping the world around us, whether we realize it or not. Most people assume that seeing is believing, that evidence must precede conviction. However, the truth is the opposite: belief precedes reality. The way you see the world and the outcomes you experience are direct reflections of the beliefs you hold deep within. If you doubt this, consider how the same circumstances can evoke vastly different responses in people, depending on what they believe to be true about themselves and the situation. Everything in life begins as belief. Before a skyscraper rises, someone must believe it is possible to design and build it. Before a scientist discovers a groundbreaking formula, they must believe there is a solution worth pursuing. Belief serves as the seed from which all progress, innovation, and transformation grow. Yet belief is often overlooked because it operates silently, influencing every decision, action, and perception in ways that may seem invisible at first glance. When you believe in something, you align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with that belief. This alignment creates a powerful force that draws experiences and opportunities into your life that match what you believe to be true. The key to understanding this lies in recognizing that belief acts as a filter. It shapes how you interpret events, what you notice, and what you ignore. If you believe the world is full of opportunities, you will see them everywhere. Conversely, if you believe success is unattainable, you will unconsciously overlook the paths that lead to it, even when they are right in front of you. Herein lies an important lesson: your beliefs are not passive. They are active agents creating your reality. If you believe in scarcity, you will experience lack. If you believe in abundance, you will attract prosperity. This is not wishful thinking, it is a reflection of how the mind interacts with the world. Your beliefs set the tone for your thoughts, and your thoughts determine your actions. Over time, these actions accumulate to create the life you live. The challenge for most people is that they are unaware of their deepest beliefs. Many of these beliefs were formed in childhood, shaped by the words and actions of parents, teachers, and society. These unconscious beliefs operate in the background, dictating choices and outcomes without your conscious awareness. For instance, if you were told that success is reserved for a select few, you might carry this belief into adulthood, sabotaging your efforts without realizing why. To change your reality, you must first examine and change your beliefs. Start by asking yourself what you truly believe about your dreams, your potential, and your worth. Are your beliefs empowering or limiting? Do they reflect the life you want to create, or are they rooted in fear and doubt? Awareness is the first step toward transformation. Once you identify a limiting belief, challenge it. Replace it with a new, empowering belief that aligns with your vision. Belief is most powerful when it is unwavering. This does not mean you will never feel doubt, but it means choosing to return to faith despite uncertainty. The moment you commit to habitual belief, the universe begins to shift in ways that support it. Opportunities, connections, and ideas that once seemed out of reach start to appear. It is not magic, it is the result of focusing your energy on what you want rather than what you fear. An important lesson to grasp is that belief requires patience. When you plant a seed, you do not expect it to sprout overnight. Similarly, your beliefs take time to manifest into tangible results. During this period, it is essential to nurture your belief, even when there is no immediate evidence of change. This is where most people falter. They abandon their belief too soon, convincing themselves it was never possible. In doing so, they interrupt the process before it can unfold. Understand that your external reality is always catching up to your internal state. If you persist in believing in your dream, even when circumstances seem to contradict it, you create a momentum that will eventually break through resistance. It is during the moments of doubt that your belief is most crucial. It acts as a guiding light, keeping you focused on the destination even when the path is unclear. Another critical aspect of belief is that it must be felt. Simply repeating affirmations without feeling their truth will not create the results you desire. Your belief must resonate deeply within you, igniting a sense of certainty and anticipation. When you believe something is already yours, you act differently, you carry yourself with confidence, make decisions with clarity, and embrace challenges with resilience. The lesson is clear: belief is not optional if you want to shape your reality. It is the foundation upon which every success and breakthrough is built. To change your life, you must first change your beliefs. Believe in your dreams, even when they seem distant. Believe in your worth, even when others doubt you. And most importantly, believe in the power of belief itself, for it is the force that turns the invisible into the visible, and the impossible into the inevitable. The present moment is the most powerful and fertile ground you will ever encounter. It is the seedbed of all future possibilities, holding within it the raw potential for transformation and growth. Yet so often we overlook its value, distracted by regrets about the past or worries about the future. We wait for better circumstances or more favorable conditions, failing to see that everything we need to create our dreams already exists here and now. The present moment is not just a stepping stone to the future, it is the foundation upon which the future is built. When you plant a seed, you trust that it contains everything necessary to grow into a flourishing tree or vibrant flower. Similarly, the present holds the seeds of your dreams. These seeds may not yet resemble the final outcome, but their potential is real and alive. The way you treat this moment determines whether those seeds will take root and grow, or wither away unnoticed. Too often, people dismiss their current circumstances as inadequate, waiting for the right time to act. But waiting is a trap. It keeps you stagnant, blind to the opportunities and lessons unfolding right now. Your circumstances, no matter how imperfect they seem, are not barriers to your dreams. They are the soil in which those dreams are meant to grow. The key is to shift your perspective and see the present not as an obstacle, but as an ally. What you have now, even if it feels small or incomplete, is the exact starting point you need. The present moment is always enough because it contains the energy and tools required to begin. The lesson here is to embrace the present fully, rather than resisting or rejecting it. Resistance creates stagnation, acceptance creates momentum. When you accept your current situation as fertile ground, you start to see opportunities where you once saw limitations. You recognize that every challenge is a chance to grow stronger, and every setback is a lesson in disguise. By nurturing the present moment with your attention, gratitude, and effort, you set the stage for the future you desire. One of the greatest mistakes we make is to underestimate small actions taken in the present dot. Just as a tiny seed holds the potential to grow into a towering tree, small, consistent actions can lead to profound changes over time. The problem is that these actions often seem insignificant in the moment. You might think, what difference does it make if I spend 10 minutes working on my dream today? But every small action is a drop in the bucket. And over time, those drops accumulate into a sea of progress. Another key to understanding the present as a seedbed is recognizing the power of your thoughts and emotions in shaping your reality. Just as the quality of soil affects the growth of a plant, the quality of your inner world influences what you create. Negative thoughts, self-doubt, and fear act as weeds, choking the growth of your dreams. On the other hand, positive thoughts, belief, and gratitude nourish the seeds, allowing them to thrive. You have the power to choose what you cultivate in the present moment. Patience is another vital lesson. Seeds do not sprout overnight, and neither do dreams. There will be times when progress feels slow or invisible, but this does not mean nothing is happening. Beneath the surface, roots are growing, foundations are being built, and momentum is gathering. The present moment is always alive with activity, even if you cannot see it yet. Trust in the process and resist the urge to dig up your seeds prematurely by doubting their potential. It is also important to remember that the present moment is not static. It is dynamic, constantly evolving in response to your focus and actions. Each decision you make, each thought you entertain, and each feeling you cultivate shapes the trajectory of your future. When you approach the present with intention and mindfulness, you steer your life in the direction of your dreams. Conversely, when you act unconsciously, you risk drifting away from your goals. A powerful shift occurs when you begin to see the present moment as enough. Instead of waiting for external circumstances to change, you realize that the change must begin within you. This shift empowers you to take responsibility for your life and recognize the role you play in shaping your reality. The present moment is a canvas, and you are the artist. The colors you choose, the strokes you make, and the vision you hold determine the masterpiece you create. The most liberating truth about the present moment is that it is always available. No matter what has happened in the past or what uncertainties lie ahead, you can return to the present and plant new seeds. This means that every moment holds the possibility of a fresh start. You are never stuck, never out of options, and never too late to begin again. What you choose to do with the present moment is entirely up to you. The lesson is clear: honor the present as the seedbed of your dreams. Treat it with care and intention, for what you plant now will grow into the reality you experience tomorrow. Recognize its potential, nurture it with your best efforts, and trust that it is enough. The present is not merely a stepping stone, it is the fertile ground where your future takes root. All that you desire begins here and now, waiting for you to plant the seeds of belief, action, and gratitude. Assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled is one of the most transformative practices you can embrace. It is a principle that transcends the boundaries of logic and ordinary thinking, inviting you to live in the emotional state of your desired outcome before it has manifested in your physical reality. Most people wait for external changes to dictate their internal state, believing that happiness, fulfillment, or peace can only come after they achieve their goals. Yet the truth is quite the opposite. The external world mirrors the internal. When you learn to embody the feelings of already having what you desire, you set the stage for those desires to become tangible. The concept may sound simple, but its power lies in consistent application. It begins with understanding that your emotions are not mere reactions to life, they are creative forces. Every feeling you hold radiates outward, shaping your reality in ways that often escape conscious awareness. When you assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, you align your energy with the life you want to live. You begin to think, act, and perceive in ways that attract the people, opportunities, and circumstances necessary to bring your dreams into being. To assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, you must first cultivate a clear vision of what you desire. This vision should be vivid and specific, a mental blueprint of your ideal outcome. But visualization alone is not enough. The secret lies in moving beyond mere imagery to the emotional experience of having already achieved it. Ask yourself, how would I feel if my dream were already my reality? What emotions would fill my heart? Joy? Gratitude? Peace? Confidence? Once you identify those feelings, your task is to embody them in the present moment. Many people struggle with this because they believe their feelings are dictated by external circumstances. They think, I'll feel happy when I have the money, or I'll feel confident when I've achieved my goal. But this line of thinking keeps them stuck in a cycle of waiting. The lesson here is profound. You don't need the external manifestation to feel the emotions associated with it. You have the power to generate those feelings right now, regardless of your circumstances. When you do, you create a magnetic force that draws your vision closer. A practical way to begin is through imagination. Close your eyes and immerse yourself in the scene of your wish fulfilled. See yourself living the life you desire, engaging in the activities you dream of, surrounded by the people who uplift you. But don't stop at seeing, feel it. Hear the sounds, smell the scents, and most importantly, allow the emotions to wash over you. Let the joy, gratitude, or peace fill your entire being. This emotional practice is not just a mental exercise, it is a powerful act of creation. As you engage in this practice, you may notice resistance arising in the form of doubt, fear, or disbelief. Your logical mind may argue that you are fooling yourself or that nothing has changed. Recognize this resistance for what it is, a habit of thought rooted in past conditioning. Do not fight it or suppress it, simply return to the feeling of your wish fulfilled. Over time, as you persist, the resistance will weaken, and your belief in the reality of your vision will grow stronger. Another important aspect of this practice is acting as if your dream is already realized. This does not mean pretending or engaging in delusion. It means aligning your actions, choices, and mindset with the person you would be if your dream were true. For example, if your wish is to feel abundant, begin by noticing and appreciating the abundance already present in your life. If your wish is to be successful, Carry yourself with the confidence and poise of someone who knows success is inevitable. These actions reinforce the emotional state you are cultivating, creating a feedback loop that accelerates manifestation. The lesson embedded in this principle is profound. You are not separate from your desires. The life you long for already exists as a possibility within you. By assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled, you bridge the gap between the seen and the unseen, the potential and the actual. You become a living embodiment of your dream, and in doing so, you collapse the distance between where you are and where you want to be. This practice also invites you to trust in the unseen forces at work in your life. When you live in the feeling of your fulfilled wish, you send a clear signal to the universe that you are ready to receive. You may not know how or when your vision will manifest, but that is not your concern. Your job is to maintain the emotional state, knowing that the how will take care of itself. This trust is not passive, it is an active choice to align yourself with your vision and move forward with faith. The transformation that comes from assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled is not just external but internal. You begin to see yourself differently, not as someone striving for a distant goal, but as someone already living the reality you desire. This shift in identity is the true power of the practice. It allows you to step into a new version of yourself, one that naturally attracts the circumstances, relationships, and experiences aligned with your vision. The lesson is clear. Your feelings are the bridge between your current reality and your dreams. By assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled, you step into the life you desire, not someday in the future, but right now. And as you do, the external world will reorganize itself to match the internal reality you have chosen to embody. In the pursuit of our dreams, it's easy to overlook the small signs that life places before us. We often expect grand, unmistakable signals to assure us that we are on the right path, or that our efforts are leading to something meaningful. But life rarely unfolds with dramatic declarations. Instead, it speaks softly, offering small signs that act as stepping stones. These signs are subtle hints, opportunities, and synchronicities that, when noticed and appreciated, guide us closer to our aspirations. The lesson is simple yet profound. Small signs are never insignificant. They are the building blocks of progress and transformation. Every significant journey begins with small, often unremarkable steps. The tallest tree starts as a seed. The longest journey begins with a single step, and every grand vision is built on a foundation of incremental progress. Yet, because these small signs often lack the glamour or weight of monumental achievements, we tend to dismiss them. We underestimate their importance, yearning instead for immediate results or dramatic breakthroughs. But small signs carry immense power. They are the universe's way of whispering encouragement, of assuring us that we are moving in the right direction, even when the finish line feels far away. Recognizing these signs requires a shift in perspective. It means cultivating awareness and mindfulness, learning to see the significance in what might initially appear trivial. A chance encounter, an unexpected compliment, or a moment of clarity might seem minor, but they are often the breadcrumbs leading you forward. These moments are not random, they are threads in the tapestry of your journey, intricately woven to guide and inspire you. The key is to trust in their value and allow them to build your confidence and faith. Small signs also act as a mirror, reflecting your inner state and alignment with your goals. When you notice them, it is a reminder that your thoughts, beliefs, and actions are resonating with your vision. For instance, if you're pursuing a dream and someone unexpectedly offers support, it's not mere coincidence, it's a sign that you are in tune with your desires. These signs might not always appear in the form you expect, but they carry a message: keep going, stay focused, and trust the process. One of the lessons here is that small signs often come with opportunities for action. They are not merely passive affirmations, they are invitations to take the next step. When you notice a sign, ask yourself, what can I do to build on this? Perhaps it's a new connection, a resource you hadn't considered, or a moment of insight that sparks a fresh idea. Acting on these signs, no matter how small they seem, creates momentum. It demonstrates your willingness to engage with the process and shows that you are an active participant in your journey, not just a bystander. Another important aspect of small signs is the way they cultivate patience and perseverance. Big dreams take time, and the road to achieving them is rarely straightforward. Along the way, there will be moments of doubt and discouragement, times when progress feels slow or non-existent. In these moments, small signs are lifelines. They remind you that growth is happening, even if it's not immediately visible. Just as the plant grows beneath the soil before it breaks through the surface, the seeds of your efforts are germinating, even if you can't yet see the results. The practice of appreciating small signs also fosters gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful force that amplifies the energy of creation and attracts more of what you desire into your life. When you take time to acknowledge and appreciate the small signs, you shift your focus from lack to abundance. Instead of fixating on how far you still have to go, you celebrate the progress you've made. This shift in perspective not only boosts your morale, but also enhances your ability to notice and attract even more signs. One of the challenges is that small signs often go unnoticed because we are so focused on the bigger picture. We become so consumed by the end goal that we fail to see the stepping stones laid out before us. The lesson here is to slow down and pay attention. Life is always communicating with us, but we must be willing to listen. When you start to see small signs for what they are, affirmations, opportunities, and guidance, you begin to move through life with greater trust and clarity. Perhaps the most beautiful thing about small signs is that they remind us of the interconnectedness of life. They show us that no step, no effort, and no moment is wasted. Everything is part of a larger journey, and every small sign is a piece of the puzzle. Together, they form the path that leads to your dreams, one step at a time. When you honor these signs, you honor the process, and in doing so, you unlock the magic of progress. The lesson is this: never dismiss the small signs. They are not merely indicators, they are essential components of your journey. Each one carries a message, an opportunity, or a reminder of your alignment with your goals. By noticing, appreciating, and acting on these signs, you build the momentum that ultimately leads to success. Trust the small signs, for they are the stepping stones that pave the way to your greatest aspirations. Detachment is often misunderstood. Many equate it with indifference or apathy, imagining that to detach means to stop caring, to sever ties with hopes, desires, or ambitions. But true detachment is not about giving up, it's about letting go of the tight grip of control and expectation. It's the art of releasing your emotional dependence on specific outcomes, trusting instead in the natural flow of life. Detachment is not a withdrawal from your dreams, but a stepping back to see them with greater clarity. When you practice detachment, you create space for perspective, insight, and the realization that you are not defined by the results you seek. At its core, detachment teaches you the difference between attachment and commitment. Attachment clings desperately to a particular outcome, believing that happiness and fulfillment are contingent upon achieving it. It creates fear and anxiety, for the mind becomes preoccupied with what-ifs and potential failures. Commitment, on the other hand, is a devoted focus on your journey while remaining open to possibilities. Detachment bridges this gap, allowing you to remain committed to your vision without being enslaved by the fear of not reaching it. Detachment brings clarity because it frees your mind from the clutter of overthinking. When you are too attached to an outcome, your thoughts become clouded by worries and expectations. You begin to second-guess yourself, doubting your choices and questioning your progress. This mental noise creates confusion, making it difficult to see the opportunities and guidance available to you. Detachment, however, quiets this noise. By releasing the need to control every detail, you open yourself to a state of presence and mindfulness. In this state, clarity emerges naturally, revealing the next steps you need to take. One of the most profound lessons detachment offers is the understanding that your worth is not tied to external achievements. Too often people believe that their value depends on reaching certain goals or meeting societal expectations. This belief fosters a sense of lack and creates pressure to prove oneself. Detachment dissolves this illusion. It reminds you that you are whole and worthy, regardless of the outcomes you pursue. By letting go of the need for external validation, you free yourself to focus on what truly matters, living authentically and aligning with your purpose. Another way detachment brings clarity is by helping you recognize the difference between what you can control and what you cannot. Attachment often leads to futile attempts to micromanage every aspect of a situation, from people's reactions to external circumstances. This need for control stems from fear of failure, rejection, or disappointment. But control is an illusion. No amount of effort can guarantee a specific result. Detachment invites you to surrender this illusion and focus on what is within your power, your actions, mindset, and responses. When you shift your energy to what you can influence, you not only regain a sense of agency, but also allow life to unfold naturally. Detachment also fosters resilience. Life is unpredictable, and challenges are inevitable. When you are overly attached to a particular outcome, setbacks can feel devastating, as though the entire journey has been derailed. Detachment, however, gives you the flexibility to adapt and persevere. It allows you to see setbacks not as failures, but as detours that still lead to growth and discovery. This perspective keeps you grounded, enabling you to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and confidence. The practice of detachment often reveals something unexpected. The path to your goals becomes more enjoyable and rewarding. When you release the pressure to achieve a specific result, you free yourself to immerse fully in the process. You begin to appreciate the lessons, experiences, and growth that occur along the way. This shift in focus transforms the journey from a means to an end into a fulfilling experience in its own right. Paradoxically, this state of ease and enjoyment often accelerates progress, for you are no longer weighed down by resistance and fear. Detachment also sharpens your intuition. When you are overly attached to an outcome, your decisions may be driven by desperation or a narrow focus on the end goal. This can lead you to overlook opportunities or insights that don't fit your preconceived plan. Detachment clears the mental fog, allowing you to listen to your inner wisdom. Intuition thrives in the absence of fear and rigidity. It guides you with subtle nudges and quiet certainties, helping you navigate toward your dreams in ways you might not have anticipated. The lesson of detachment is not to abandon your dreams, but to hold them lightly. Clinging tightly creates tension and resistance, whereas holding lightly allows you to remain open and adaptable. Detachment teaches you to trust not in a passive or idle way, but in the way that combines effort with faith. You do your part, take inspired action, and then release the need to control the outcome. In this space of trust, clarity arises and light begins to flow effortlessly. Detachment is an act of courage. It requires you to let go of the familiar comfort of control and step into the unknown. But in this surrender, you discover a deeper truth. Clarity is not something you force, it is something you allow. When you detach, you align with the natural rhythm of life, and in that alignment you find the guidance, insight, and peace that were always waiting for you. Persistence is the invisible force that shapes reality. It is the quiet, unyielding commitment to keep moving forward, even when the road is uncertain and the results seem distant. In a world that often celebrates quick wins and overnight success, the power of persistence is sometimes overlooked. Yet it is persistence that transforms dreams into achievements, thoughts into actions, and intentions into tangible outcomes. The journey to realizing any goal is rarely linear or effortless. It requires endurance, determination, and the ability to push through obstacles with faith in the unseen. Persistence is not just about effort, it is about alignment with a deeper truth that what you consistently focus on, believe in, and act upon will eventually materialize. Persistence shapes reality because it keeps you engaged with your vision, even when immediate progress is not visible. Too often, people give up at the first sign of difficulty or the first failure. They interpret setbacks as signs that their goal is unattainable or that they are not meant to succeed. But the truth is that obstacles are not indicators of failure, they are part of the process. They test your resolve, refine your approach, and strengthen your character. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to grow, and persistence is the key to unlocking those opportunities. By refusing to quit, you signal to yourself and to life that you are committed, no matter the difficulty. The lesson of persistence is deeply tied to the nature of creation itself. Anything worthwhile takes time to manifest. Just as a seed must be nurtured and tended before it becomes a flourishing plant, your dreams require consistent effort and care. There will be moments when the progress is invisible, much like the roots growing beneath the soil. In these moments, persistence is your greatest ally. It allows you to keep watering the seed, trusting that growth is happening even if you can't yet see it. This trust is not passive, it is an active choice to believe in the process and remain dedicated to your vision. Persistence also creates momentum, which is essential for shaping reality. Every small action you take adds to the energy and focus you are directing toward your goal. These actions may seem insignificant on their own, but together they build the foundation for success. Consider the analogy of a sculptor working on a block of marble. Each strike of the chisel might appear minor, but over time those small, persistent efforts reveal the masterpiece within. Similarly, every step you take, no matter how small, contributes to the realization of your dreams. Persistence ensures that you continue to move forward, even when progress feels slow. Another important aspect of persistence is its ability to overcome fear and doubt. When pursuing something meaningful, it is natural to encounter moments of uncertainty. You may question your abilities, wonder if you're on the right path, or feel overwhelmed by the enormity of your goal. Persistence quiets these doubts by keeping you focused on the actions within your control. It reminds you that you don't have to see the entire journey, you only need to take the next step. Over time, as you persist, the doubts begin to fade, replaced by confidence born of consistent effort. Persistence is also a teacher of patience. In a world of instant gratification, the virtue of patience can feel elusive. But persistence requires patience, for it teaches you to respect the natural rhythms of growth and creation. Rushing the process or demanding immediate results often leads to frustration and burnout. Persistence, however, allows you to pace yourself, understanding that the timing of your success may not always align with your expectations. This patience is not passive waiting, it is an active, steady dedication to your goal. trusting that everything will unfold in its proper time. One of the most profound lessons persistence offers is the realization that failure is not the end, it is a step on the path to success. Every great achievement is built on a foundation of failures, lessons, and adjustments. Persistence reframes failure as feedback, showing you what works and what doesn't. With each setback, you gain valuable insights that refine your approach and bring you closer to your goal. The key is to keep going, to learn from each experience, and to use those lessons to fuel your determination. Persistence also shapes reality by strengthening your belief in yourself. Every time you push through a challenge or take one more step despite difficulty, you prove to yourself that you are capable. This self-belief becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. The more you persist, the more you reinforce the idea that you can overcome obstacles and achieve your goals. This confidence radiates outward, influencing how others perceive you and opening doors to new opportunities. The power of persistence lies in its simplicity and consistency. It doesn't require extraordinary talent or resources. It requires commitment and the willingness to keep showing up. Persistence teaches you that success is not a single monumental event, but a series of small, consistent actions that accumulate over time. By staying the course, you align your actions with your intentions, and reality begins to shift in response. You are already there. This might sound paradoxical when you're striving for something that feels distant or unattainable, but it holds a profound truth. The journey to your dreams is not about chasing something external or becoming someone else. It's about realizing that everything you need is already within you. The life you envision, the success you desire, the person you want to become, they all exist in potential within you at this very moment. The gap between where you are and where you want to be is not as vast as it seems. It is bridged by your awareness, belief, and the choices you make each day. One of the most powerful lessons in understanding that you are already there is the recognition that your outer reality reflects your inner state. Everything begins in the mind. The thoughts you think, the beliefs you hold, and the feelings you cultivate shape your experiences. When you understand this, you realize that the version of you who has already achieved your dreams isn't some distant figure. It's a version of yourself waiting to be expressed. You don't need to become someone else. You need to align with the version of you that already exists in potential. This is not about pretending or wishful thinking. It's about embodying the mindset, habits, and energy of the person you aspire to be. To live as though you are already there requires a shift in perception. Too often we focus on what's missing, measuring the distance between our current circumstances and our goals. This focus on lack creates a sense of separation and reinforces the belief that fulfillment is always somewhere in the future. But what if you chose to focus on what you already have? What if you recognize the strengths, opportunities, and progress that are already present in your life? This shift doesn't diminish your ambitions, it empowers them. By appreciating the present, you step into a state of abundance, which naturally attracts more of what you desire. The lesson here is that you don't need to wait for external validation or conditions to feel successful or fulfilled. When you postpone your happiness or sense of worth until you achieve a certain goal, you place your power outside of yourself. This creates a perpetual cycle of striving without satisfaction. Instead, when you acknowledge that you are already there in essence, you reclaim your power. You begin to act, think, and feel in alignment with your dreams, and this alignment accelerates their manifestation. Another powerful aspect of realizing that you are already there is understanding the role of imagination. Your mind doesn't distinguish between what is vividly imagined and what is physically experienced. This is why visualization is such a potent tool. When you imagine yourself living your dream, you begin to rewire your brain to believe it's possible. This belief influences your actions and decisions, aligning them with your vision. Over time, what began as an internal shift becomes an external reality. The key is to approach this process with faith and consistency, knowing that the seeds you plant in your mind will eventually bear fruit. The journey of becoming is not about acquiring something new, it's about shedding what no longer serves you. Doubts, fears, and limiting beliefs are often the barriers that make your dreams feel distant. These are not truths, they are stories you've internalized over time. When you release these narratives, you create space for your true potential to emerge. The person who has achieved your dreams is not a stranger, you are already that person, but layers of fear and doubt may obscure this truth. The work lies in peeling back those layers, one step at a time. Taking inspired action is another vital part of embodying the truth that you are already there. When you act as though you are the person you aspire to be, your reality begins to shift to match that energy. This doesn't mean forcing outcomes or pretending to have something you don't. It means approaching each day with the confidence, gratitude, and purpose of someone who knows their vision is inevitable. Each action, no matter how small, becomes a step toward bringing that vision into physical reality. The present moment is your greatest ally in this process. Too often we get caught up in the illusion of time, believing that the future holds the answers we seek. But the future is created in the now. The way you think, feel, and act in this moment determines the path ahead. When you embrace the idea that you are already there, you free yourself from the constraints of time. You stop waiting and start living as though your dreams are already realized. This shift not only transforms your perspective, but also empowers you to take bold, inspired steps forward. The lesson is clear: you are not separate from your dreams. They are not some far-off destination or prize to be earned. They are an extension of who you are, waiting to be claimed. By recognizing that you are already there, in essence, you align yourself with the life you desire. You begin to see opportunities, attract resources, and embody the energy that brings your vision to life. This understanding transforms the journey itself into a source of joy and fulfillment. For you are no longer chasing something external, you are expressing the truth of who you already are. Remember, the journey to your dream is not a journey outward but inward. It is a shift in awareness, a change in perspective. You are closer to your dreams than you think, not because they are far away, but because they are already within you. Step into the knowing, the feeling, and the belief that your dream is here now. Live as though it is done, and watch as life mirrors this truth back to you. You don't need to wait for your dreams, they are waiting for you to claim them. The only thing left to do is see. Thank you.